Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. I just had to talk about this for a few minutes because I thought it was an interesting article put out by, I guess, Chrissy Hines' team, the Pretenders team, whoever put out the article, that the Pretenders, Chrissy Hines, I guess especially, is asking that superfans who have bought tickets to their remaining shows, I don't know how many remaining shows they have left, I didn't look it up, but she's requesting that superfans step aside, if they're in the front row, to let local fans step up into their place so she could see different faces. Now, being a concert goer who has purchased front row tickets a bunch of times, they are very expensive. I mean, into the thousands of dollars sometimes. So I understand what it's like to be in the front row occasionally. It's only happened a few times. It's a great experience, by the way. I mean, if you can do it, you need to do it because it's the best. However, I just feel like asking people who have just paid a lot of money to be in the front row because they love you and asking them to step aside for other people to get in the front, I think it's weird. And I think it's not really a polite request. I'm just not jiving with it, but the few comments that were made on her post, people don't seem to be too mad about it. I mean, I'm not sitting here all mad. I'm not that. I just think that people who have traveled, people who follow you around and support you in that way all the time, maybe a thank you would be more appropriate than, you know what, can you just move over so somebody else can get in the front? Because I know that a lot of bands really get to know who their super fans are. I mean, a lot of people, and there are quite a few fans out there who have a great relationship with some of the bands they follow, which is so cool. And that's an appreciation for the fan who goes out of their way to see these bands all the time. I mean, all the time. And it's also great for the band to know that they have super supportive followers who sometimes turn into friends. And one person that comes to my mind, I have to say this. Tony Orlando and his wife Francine have been married for a few decades. And you know what? Francine was a super fan of Tony's. She went to all of his shows. And there was a time, I don't know, Francine couldn't go and he was worried about her. So he found out her information, where she lived. They went for coffee and ended up getting married and have been married, like I said, for, I don't know, over 30 years. And they have a beautiful daughter. I think that's their only child, but just imagine that. So Francine was always in the front row to see Tony. There was a point he's like, well, where is she? Where's that girl who always comes to my shows? And was so concerned about her, reached out to her, and they got married. So I'm not saying Chrissy Hine is going to go and marry a fan. I'm not saying that. I think what I am saying, though, is to just be appreciative of, and I'm not saying she's not, and I'm not saying the Pretenders are not, but to put a post out like that, and this was on social media, I don't have it in front of me because I'm recording on my phone right now, so I can't read it to you. But first of all, how would you know who the local people are that you're moving your super fans aside for? You don't. I mean, do you know all the local faces? I would think not, because it's a lot of people. So how do you know you're getting the right people into the front row? Maybe the people in the second row or the third row or the 10th row are people who always come to your shows as well, but you wouldn't know that because they're back there. And they may have traveled as well. I just find the post, should I say unique? Maybe that's a better word for not appropriate. And not appropriate is 2 words, not 1. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I mean, it just seems more and more artists are getting more and more. All right. What now? What's the word I'm looking for? Like there's more rules when you go to a show. I know that there are some people who take people's phones away when they have a show. I think there was a Kevin Hart, and forgive me if I'm incorrect, but I think, and if it wasn't him, I'm really sorry. But I think he had people put their phones in bags before they entered the show. Now, I understand. I guess I understand. A comedy show is different because, these artists are putting on, again, a show for people that he puts on a comedy show. Why would he want his show out there online for everybody to see for free? I get it. That I really do get it. And this was a question in my mind. So last night, again, I'm on YouTube all the time. I love watching other people's content on YouTube because most of it is better than what we see on network TV. Let's not lie. And there was an entire Journey concert on YouTube. I think it was just posted 3 weeks ago. And I get, clips are always going to be out there. Fans are constantly making videos. But first of all, there's the copyright issue. The video's still up there. Even if the content creator can't get the video monetized, which I'm guessing they can't because that is all copyrighted material through Journey. But Journey's entire show is now online, and it happened. So I just don't get why they don't have those videos taken down. I do like the fact that you can watch some clips of shows on YouTube, but I personally don't think I would watch an entire show. I do watch old Journey concerts, though. I do have to say that because that's never going to happen again. And I do enjoy watching the old footage of Steve Perry and Journey back in the day. It's fun to me. I love it. And it makes me happy. So I do watch those. But for recent shows, I just want to go to the show and I want to see the whole thing in front of me. But that's me. I get, for people who can't go to a show, that's awesome. But maybe, I don't know, pay $1.99 to watch the entire concert. I just think putting entire shows out there is, and again, of course, people are going to disagree with that. I just think that as for, an artist to be protected, that's why there's all these laws and all these rules. But, locking up phones and, I don't know, there was that whole thing, too, with Miranda Lambert. Don't take a selfie at my show. I want you to watch me. I don't want you taking a picture of me in the background and then post. The rules, I just feel like, we're not in school. And I follow rules. I do. But when you're going to a concert, you're going there to have a good time. You're not going there to basically be told what to do. If you're out of line and you're being fresh and nasty and all of that, that's another story. But if you're taking a picture, come on. People, that's what they do. They take a picture. The artist is oh, look, there's Bret Michaels. I love him. Just saying. Oh, look, there's John Waite. Love him too. That's what everybody does now. So telling people they can't take pictures, you can't have your phone. I mean, I guess it just gets to a point, okay, so do I want to go to that show because the rules? Well, I guess, that's the great thing about being able to decide for yourself if you want to do that or not. So yeah, the Pretenders, for the rest of their shows, they're going to move people. I don't know, are they moving certain people that they know go to every show? Which I don't think I agree with that either. I just don't. But they're going to move some people out of the front row so that local fans can come to the front row. I don't know. I'm just not feeling that rule. I don't like that rule. And I don't like it for the people who have traveled and have paid money to go see their show. But maybe they don't care. Whatever. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.